For this week's market update, I'm going to address the hot button topic of inflation and tariffs. Now, you might be asking yourself, what does this have to do with real estate? Well, mortgage interest rates have come down significantly in the last year, but they're not as low as people would like, and the only way they're going to go lower is if we can get inflation down. So it's important to understand why we have inflation and will there be more caused by the tariffs. The reason why we've seen crazy inflation in the last few years is because of high energy prices. And when I say energy, I mean oil and gas, not wind and solar. Energy touches everything. Those groceries that you buy at the grocery store need to go from the farm to the grocery store by a vehicle that requires energy. The doctor's office, your gym, your hair salon, any good or service that you buy, the restaurant that you go to are buildings that need to be heated by energy, right? So it's really an underlying expense for everything, and then that cost is passed on to you. So the best way to bring down inflation across the board is to bring down energy prices. Now that we know the easiest way to bring down inflation, let's talk about those tariffs. Now, tariffs are nothing new, which I think is a common misconception. When Trump was in presidency the first time, he put tariffs on hundreds of billions of dollars worth of goods. And to give you a frame of reference, that increased the average annual household budget by $200 to $300 a year. I don't know about you, but because of these high energy prices and inflation, my grocery bill has gone up just $200 to $300 a month as a single person. So this is very different scales that we're talking about. Another thing to note is that Biden not only kept most of Trump's tariffs, but he implemented tariffs on another $18 billion worth of goods. So again, this is nothing new. We just weren't talking about it until now because it didn't serve the media's narrative. So how do tariffs work? Unlike energy that touches everything, so if the price goes up, it increases the price of everything, tariffs are incredibly isolated. They are only on goods that are imported to the US from other countries, and they're implemented one product at a time, right? So first of all, if you think about your annual household budget, how many things are imported, right? Your rent or your mortgage payment is not imported. Your car insurance is not imported. Your groceries, for the most part, are not imported. We might get some avocados from Mexico, but I don't think they're tariffing those, okay? So across the board, your budget's not gonna go up because of tariffs, and it's one product at a time. So let's say they do, impose a tariff on cars coming in from China. Now, yes, the price of cars might go up, but how often do you buy a car? Once every few years? So bringing it back to mortgage rates and inflation. Inflation is a measure of the prices of literally all goods and services that we consume, including things like our water and even sales tax. So it's a huge basket. And if you can get the majority of those things to come down, but yet there's a handful of things that are being tariffed and those prices are going up, on average, that inflation measure is still going to come down and mortgage rates should come down with it.